Hey everyone, welcome back to another software developer profile review. My name's David. I'm a software developer with over 20 years of experience. I've also run international recruitment teams, and I want to show you where developers make mistakes in how they present themselves and why they might not be getting the attention or the job offers that they deserve. I want to show you what a recruiter sees. Sometimes it can be a little bit brutal, sometimes it can be nice, but I hope it delivers value to you. So without further ado, let's get on with the profile review. Before I start, actually, if you would like a profile review, please visit my website, crushing.digital, and click the profile review button. So today we're reviewing Ahmad. I'm terrible with names. You've heard me say this a few times probably on this channel, so I apologise if I got your name wrong. Ahmad describes himself as a senior full-stack developer with the MERN stack. Okay, so let's go and look at that. The banner image. I always like it when someone breaks the rules that I set and does it very well, and this one seems to be that winner of something. I'm intrigued as to what. I like the image because it's making me think, oh, I want to find out. I'd possibly throw some logos on there, but we're nitpicking at the minute. Yeah, I like it. I'm intrigued. But you know, it could do more to tell me exactly what you want to do. But you kind of rescue it with the headline: senior full stack developer, MERN stack, okay, MLH fellow. I think you should be telling people what that is at some stage. Not everyone's going to understand what that is. I guess it doesn't really matter, but for those that do know, they'll understand it. For those that don't, maybe they'll be willing to explore. The featured section, I can see winning lots of things being. So this is interesting, and I'm intrigued to investigate that. I'll look at the activity later. The about section. Hi friends, I'm a senior full stack software engineer with a degree in computer science who has won many hackathons focusing on developing technological solutions for real life issues. That's great, actually. It's very powerful. My last hackathon was the 2021 Google Solution Challenge. Again, it's breaking the rules that I normally go with, and then I get down to here. This is your value, what you've been doing. I'd almost like a list, really, of like each hackathon. You know, what was the outcome? What did you build, and what was the outcome? Because that's the real value. What did you build is a really interesting thing. And then if you're winner or runner up or whatever, that would be a really powerful message. As always, at this stage, that's proactive and great stuff. Tech is at the bottom. Normally I'm at tech at the top stuff, but again, you're breaking the rules that I normally set, but I do like the way you're doing it. So at the minute I'm happy. Node, Express, Ruby and Rails. So this starts to muddy the water. Do you want to use these? Do you want to be found for these? This is where I'd say, does that need to be there? If it's evidence further down that you've worked in those things, that's great. But keep it limited to what you want it to be known for, is what I would say. So let's get on to the experience. There's no details here, so I'll come back to what that is in a second. This one, building the full back end of Flybig, India's newest friendly regional airline. This sounds excellent. Payment integration, email, WhatsApp, SMS. This sounds great. I mean, this is a great way to do it. It's bite-sized, it's consumable, it's got the tech there, you've linked to it. I don't know whether that link works, but there's no picture. Yes, people can see. So this is cool. And that's your 1 year of experience there. So you've got 2 years. These were at the same time. So when I see two sets of employment at the same time, I get nervous, and they're both full time. Really? What is Git start? That's probably my next port of call. Pull requests as a service. So it's a community. Oh, so is this a job, or are you part of the community? That's what I'd like to know at this stage. Career accelerator for those writers. Join the community. Doing what? Senior engineers at the world. Assign coding tasks to Git start. So this is like you can work on open source stuff and gain experience, right? So review your pull requests and merge them. This sounds fabulous. I think this is a great thing for people to find, get experience working on open source stuff. So I'm guessing this isn't a full-time job. This is you're part of that community doing some pull requests and gaining experience that way. In which case, this is a great thing, but you need to make that clear. You need to tell me what you've been working on. So I'd like to see some bullet points there about the types of things you've done while you're there, some of the challenges, some of the things you've learned and all that sort of stuff. Maybe if it is learning about how to contribute to these things, but there's a ton of value hidden there and presented in a way that makes it almost look like a negative that you've got 2 full-time jobs. So I'd like to see some clarification on that. But this is definitely, if we could do that, I think you're definitely showcasing you've got talent, you've got experience, and the proactivity is off the charts, because what you're doing on Git Start, if I'm right, and then what you're doing in all these hackathons, you become a really interesting person. So then coming down to your activity, so the success of our initiative, I don't know what that initiative is. Success of our initiative in providing education. So you're providing, I don't know what you are in this. What's Kickstart? I don't know where Kickstart is. So did you mention it in your about section or something like that? No. So okay, I'd need to know what this initiative is. I want to share something exciting news about our students at the Kickstart. Our students, do you work at a boot camp? Run a boot camp? I don't know. So here's where I get information about MLH, whatever. Talking about that. I just think it looks like you're very proactive. You're doing things, but you're not making it easy for me to understand it. And someone very technical might arrive and get it straight off the bat. But you've got to prepare for those people like recruiters that don't understand it, and you've got to get past those. So I think there's a lot more you could do to spelling out how you're being proactive, what you've been building, when you win hackathons and all that sort of stuff, by building what. And you should be unpacking those projects, unpacking that learning. But I think what we've found here is a great developer. I think some people are going to try and keep you down by saying you've only got a year of experience, therefore you're not senior. That's their opinion. For me, the label doesn't really matter that much. It's about evidencing your skill set and evidencing your proactivity. And I think you're doing all the hard work. You've got tons of all that stuff. Now it's just how can we showcase that more. In fact, let's go and have a look at your GitHub. So I think this could be more concise. This should match your LinkedIn headline. There's so many skills here that it's mind-boggling to actually look at it. So I think it detracts from the message. Here, I'd be focusing on what you want to do. So these trophies probably warrant more explanation. So the pinned repos, these are all in JavaScript, which is great. I like the descriptions. Maybe you could include more about the tech that's used underneath it. Like here, you do it saying React Redux from the SpaceX API. This is all great stuff. I think you're doing all the right things. You can see the level of commitment. You definitely like committing on a Tuesday and a Thursday. No, Tuesday and a Friday, which is interesting. As far as a recruiter's going to go, then down to here. So here, I think there's another opportunity. What's this? Don't know. There's no description, no tech. This is JavaScript, but doing what? For a Web3 hackathon. What did you do? What did you build? What is this? What's the technology used underneath it? This is a fork, but it's like, no, don't know about the tech, don't know about the tech, don't know about the tech, don't know about the tech. Kickstart, what's that? So there's a huge page there of opportunity to really drive this home. So I think you could be well on your way, but at the minute it's difficult for a non-technical person to see that value quickly. And I think you could get passed over just because we're putting up all the glossy pictures and things, but there's no substance to it underneath. And there actually is, if you're willing to dig. I think we need to unpack that and make it far more clear what you're doing. I think more screenshots, more videos, more descriptions of the hackathons you're doing, the work you're doing on that Git start stuff, like what have you been doing for a year of contributing there, you know, what have you learned? So I think you can definitely start to unpack that, but this is a really powerful profile if we just tweak the last few little bits. Let me know if you've got any questions. I've really enjoyed doing your profile review. I think this is one of those ones where I get excited thinking, oh, there's someone interesting here. We just need to do a little bit more unpacking. As always, if you'd like a profile review, please visit crushing.digital, and I hope you've enjoyed this one. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.